I went
it.
there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So
it was
nobody
crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't necessarily understand it.
The ticket was my voice, and I lost it.
I went there to see the lifestyle, and I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand. What I was even looking at it was pretty wild. So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along, didn't say okay. I didn't say. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand problems for Diddy cones yesterday. We told you how federal agents searched 2 of his properties as part of an investigation into alleged today an updated civil lawsuit makes similar allegations my golden ticket was my voice. And I lost it. Looks like Diddy's past deeds are finally catching up to him. And boy, is it a juicy saga. Despite his best efforts to elude the long arm of the law, the authorities have combed through every inch of both his opulent mansions, leaving no stone unturned, no pillow fluffed, and no bed sheet unfolded. It's like something straight out of a blockbuster thriller, with a tension escala as each new development unfolds. But wait, there's more. Just when you thought this story couldn't get any more riveting, in steps Usher, dropping a bombshell that's sending shockwaves through the entertainment world. Usher claims he's sitting on a treasure trove of damning evidence that could send Diddy straight to the slammer. And get this, he says it dates all the way back to when he was a fresh-faced 13-year-old now. You might want to fasten your seatbelt for this roller coaster ride, because it's about to take a dramatic turn. Usher's not just whispering secret. He's shouting them from the rooftops, determined to expose the truth, no matter the consequences. So what's in that mysterious footage? What does Usher have to say about it? Well, folks, you better keep your eyes glued to your screens, because this is one scandal that's about to unfold in real time. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of it. When I got back my mother, she told me, I know this is hard, but we're going to fight for it. We're going to fight through it. And I'm going to make sure that they don't drop you. When news broke about Diddy's legal and the investigation swirling around him, there were whispers in the air suggesting that Usher might be somehow involved. The lawsuit, filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, contained troubling allegations against Diddy, including claims of SF's relationships with male performers, one of whom had performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency, as detailed in court documents shared by Complex. This sparked speculation among online sleuths that Diddy may have had an inappropriate relationship with a singer he once mentored. And then the plot thickened as fans began piecing together the puzzle and discovered that the singer in question was none other than Usher himself. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know that Usher and Diddy go way back, when Usher was just starting his journey to becoming the next Michael Jackson. He needed guidance and support. And that's where his relationship with Diddy began. At the tender age of 13, Usher moved into one of Diddy's mansions, a fact that resurfaced when an old interview from 2016 started making the rounds after the lawsuit made headlines. In the interview, Usher, known for hits like You Remind Me, opened up about his early days in New York City, living with Diddy as part of the Puffy Flavor Camp, where he was mentored by the renowned producer. Reflecting on those times during an appearance on the Howard Stern show, Usher admitted, I got a chance to see some things hinting at a wild experience he may not have fully understood at the time I moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy CS for a year. That's the crazy thing now. That was Lowry's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp. There you go, to learn Flavor Camp. That's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like? Usher's determination to distance his own kids from a Puffy camp speaks volumes about the severity of his experience. He pledged never to subject his children to a similar situation, highlighting the gravity of what he went through. Usher went on to reveal that Diddy compelled him to keep his activities hidden from his parents. Your BL They didn't know nothing about this, though. I was having a good time, you know what I mean, around the same time. Another revealing interview featuring Usher and Diddy surfaced this time with Kevin Hart. As the interviewer Diddy, reminiscing about their past, shared a light-hearted anecdote about their playful rivalry over Frosted Flakes. When Usher was just 10 years old, my brother, right here from day one we used to wake up. And I mean damn pause. But like T-out, I mean back in the days when he was like. And I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. While some may have seen these interviews in a new light, given the allegations against Diddy, Usher remained steadfast in his admiration for his former mentor, offering nothing but praise despite the storm swirling around them. Living under Diddy's roof during his formative years had a big impact on Usher's life, especially when it came to mentoring young talent like Justin Bieber back in 2008. Usher took Bieber under his wing before the young singer's career skyrocketed in 2011. Usher opened up about how his early experiences with Diddy influenced his approach to guiding Bieber's career. Working with Diddy at a young age taught me the importance of mentoring. Justin Usher shared with a Daily Mail, "You've got to keep the music fresh and relevant," he added, talking about their collaborations. Now let's connect the dots and consider what might have gone down between Usher, Diddy, and Justin during those years. When the lawsuit against Diddy hit the headlines, people immediately started pointing fingers at old videos showing Justin interacting with Diddy. One particular video, uploaded on Justin's official YouTube account, showed Diddy orchestrating a challenge between a teenage Justin and an adult Diddy for 48 hours straight. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours right now? He's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy, they're having the times of their lives. You know where we hanging out and what we doing. So what went on during those 48 hours? Sure, they might have had some fun. But given the allegations swirling around Diddy and his relationships with younger boys, it's not a stretch to think that Justin might have been affected too. And when you think about Justin's wild and troubled past, which he's been open about tracing back to when he was just 16 years old, around the same time he was supposedly getting close to Diddy, it raises some serious questions. Justin has admitted to struggling with substance addiction during that time, which he attributes to the influences around him. Let's dive deep into those videos of Justin hanging out with Diddy. "Don't act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. Well, you haven't. You tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. This right here, it's my young brother right here. He's been a big support of mine." The vibe in those videos was definitely strange. Justin seems a bit unsure, starting off with a stutter. And there was this odd moment where Diddy put his arm around Justin's shoulder. Now we're not saying anything for sure, but there's definitely more to Justin's time with Diddy and Usher than meets the eye. And you know what they say, sometimes silence says more than words. Especially when rumors start swirling around, it's like there's a whole untold story just waiting to be uncovered. Now that we've connected the dots, it makes you wonder about Usher, who was also living under the same roof as Diddy. It's hard to imagine that his experience was all sunshine and rainbows. There were actually people who saw Diddy exposing Usher to some really questionable stuff. Take, for example, Ed Lover's recollection of a club scene where he saw Usher, only 14 or 15 years old, drinking straight from a bottle alongside Diddy. Now just picture what else might have been going on when the doors were closed tight. Your imagination is as good as mine, but it's clear there's more to this story. Then there's the time Usher hinted at something between him and Diddy in an interview for Essence magazine, while he kept his cool talking about his future movie projects and business ventures. Things got a bit hush-hush when the conversation turned to his time living with Diddy. Usher hinted, "I want to save some of it for my book." One day he dropped a hint, saying there was a lot of stuff. Honestly, it got me a bit worried for Usher. We've seen how it goes for people who spill the beans on Diddy in their books. But maybe with everything surfacing about brother love, Usher could be onto something with his book. He might spill all the juicy details. And it's not just Usher's words, even Diddy's own comments about Usher have been raising eyebrows during a conversation. Diddy seems to be admiring Usher, and even teasing him about eating cereal at his kitchen. It sounded like a playful banter between friends. But there's more to this story. There had been long-standing rumors that Diddy gave Usher a disease allegedly. This was going to be a topic in a book written by Kim Porter. But the book mysteriously vanished just before she passed away, supposedly. It detailed how Diddy was involved with multiple men, and how Usher's mom confronted him about his relationship with Usher. And the disease, there were even claims of video footage showing Diddy taking advantage of Usher. But that evidence also disappeared when Kim's house was burglarized. Kim knew all of Diddy's secrets, including why he used a certain device. It's unclear,